Okay, we are in front of all the clothing I have pulled. I realize I'm at a bit of an advantage because we went to Ireland basically the same, kind of 9-day span 2 summers ago. So I kind of know what to expect from the trip. We're using the same tour company. It's Prestige Tours out of Ireland, who I highly recommend, and they're going to sponsor my travel episode, which I'm excited to do. But if you've ever thought about using a tour company and thought it was, a needless expense, I tell you, I can't even put a price on all the conveniences, but one of which is you don't have to worry about overpacking because you can put your luggage in safe places and somebody is there to kind of shuttle it around for you. But with that said, I still don't want to be an overpacker. And even though that doesn't really matter on this trip, because we're changing hotels a couple of different times. I don't want to, bring this horde of things with me. Mom, this is for you. Where I think, just kind of keeping it a little bit simple, yet with lots of versatility, makes my life easier. And yes, having a driver is awesome, but I think these tips are also helpful for when you don't. Like when we went to Paris, there's no driver. It was me, it was Andy, it was our luggage, it was our own 2 feet in a 6th-floor walk-up. So, packing kind of lightly made sense there. So anyway, we'll talk about sweaters. Sounds silly because you're going away during the summer, but Ireland is not, thank goodness, super duper hot. In the mornings and the evenings, you can really make use of some layers. So I have lighter merino wool sweater, slightly heavier merino wool, and then a little bit heavier sweater yet. These are great to sort of wrap around for a little splash of color, keep it in a restaurant in case you're chilly, but they don't take up a ton of room and they give you nice versatility. For bottoms, I'm only bringing 2 pairs of jeans. I'm bringing a white pair and a black pair. I find they're easier to dress up and dress down. So if we find ourselves going out to a nicer restaurant, it's a little bit easier to do than blue jeans, at least in my opinion. I'm also going to bring a long linen skirt, just as kind of a breezy in case we do get a super hot day. It's fully lined. I don't have to worry about anything. And I am bringing a black and white top that can be either worn as a cap sleeve or off the shoulder. That's kind of, and then 2 dresses. Sounds silly, but these things, you cannot kill them. This one is from college, and I will get rid of the deodorant stains before we go. And then this one is from Quince. You can just change, put a sandal on. They look dressy. You can have a nice pair of sneakers. You can do anything with these dresses. They are super comfortable also for the flight. Gives you nice coverage on your legs if the flight is chilly, but also there's nothing binding, kind of squeezing you and things like that. So that's going to be that. Then I have a couple tank tops. I love me a tank top. So I've got a black one, a red one, and then a bodysuit, which I can wear with the jeans or the skirt if I wanted to make an outfit that way. And then in case we do get a chillier day, I've got a heavier sweater, sleeveless, that I can also layer over one of the dresses and give that a different look. So all these things kind of mix and match back to each other. And then I have just a plain V-neck black t-shirt. Then I have 3 blouses. So last time we went, I had a white and blue striped button down. I wore it twice, I think. So once is a layering underneath a sweatshirt. So I'm going to bring a white one because I know I'll get use out of it. I'm going to bring a denim one, and I'm going to bring a black one. So all of this does not take up a lot of room. And also keep in mind if you're going to buy something. So last time, Mom was so generous because she's gifting us this trip again. Got one of the Irish sweaters, quintessential, kind of that oatmeal color. I know I'm not going to get another one. I also bought a cute sweater that said Ireland on it. So this time I might get a Claddagh ring. So obviously that's a lot smaller and doesn't take up a ton of room. But where you're going, wherever it might be, if you think you might get some clothing or buy something, or maybe only pack a skeleton crew with you, and then maybe, it's fun to kind of shop while you're on the trip. But anyway, keep that in mind if you are going to squirrel away some things like 8 million sweatshirts. Erin, Megan, my nieces, I'm talking to you. Leave a little room in your bag. So as you can see, these are going to all kind of go back to each other. So black, white, all of these can kind of go back and forth and make, I think I was kind of counting it up. I think I made 18 to 19 outfits without really crunching the numbers. So this is all kind of neutral. very crisp, very summery, very fun, different weights in case the weather kind of messes with me. Then clearly before I pack, like 10 days before the trip, I'm going to, look at the weather app and see, is it, going through a heat wave where I might have to swap some things out and add a pair of shorts instead of jeans. So it doesn't mean just because you sort of do the pre-pack rundown that you're set in stone. But I think it's nice to kind of, get a little glimpse at what you got going on. So last but not least, I am a huge believer in a trench coat, and can you stand it? I mean, a blue ticking stripe lining. I'll be on with a little pink, by the way. I will be honest. So this is why I bought it. The lining kind of, I fell in love with it years ago. And this is a lighter, kind of slimmer cut than my other one because I'm not going to be wearing it over heavy sweaters. But I wore a denim jacket last time because I needed it for 1 or 2 days. So I definitely know wearing something or having an outer layer will make sense. My mom had a raincoat for the day at Cliffs of Moher. So I think it's kind of nice to have something. And I'll probably wear this on the plane, even if it's just to take it off and put it in the overhead, just because it's my bulkiest item. So you always want to wear your bulky items. Okay, last on the rail. Just because I'm not going to pack my fanciest of things, I'm not bringing my Hermes belt with me, but that doesn't mean I am not going to properly accessorize. So I'm going to bring a black belt and a brown belt. Then I'm also going to bring my own umbrella because a lot of the hotels will have the umbrellas, but they're kind of the big stick kind, almost like a big golf umbrella, and I don't necessarily want that. I'm also going to bring a scarf with me, which can change the look of an outfit, which is nice, and a kind of foldy kind of hat. I don't know if it's meant to be folded, but I jammed it in my suitcase last time and I didn't kill it. And I'm going to have an attractive looking crossbody bag. So again, all of this does not take up a ton of room, but as you can see, everything sort of mixes and matches back to each other. Now, let's talk fitness. So I'm going to work out or run or both while I'm there. So that's another sort of element that I've got to factor in. I'm a big fan of these packing cubes. If I can find the zipper. There we go. I pack all of my workout stuff together. So it's kind of a checklist. When this thing is packed, it's packed. So I've got something sleeveless and weather resistant. I've got something long sleeve. I've got a tank top. I've got bottoms, and I've got 2 running bras. And those aren't my regular everyday bras. They're just for running. So if they get kind of gross, no big deal. And then I know it's got the handle. They send you labels. I ordered these from Amazon. They even send you a thing to slide in there so you can categorize it. I was too lazy to do that, but there you go. So at least I know when I grab this, all my fitness stuff is there. Then and I obviously have to fill more. That the camera stopped, but big hint is if you find a pair of underwear that you absolutely love, like I love these seamless ones from Aerie. I think they're even discontinued, but I think I bought 30 pair. And people will laugh and think it's kind of crazy, and maybe it is, but I travel so much for work, and sometimes I don't know when I'm going to get to another laundry. And quite frankly, in a random city somewhere, I'm not going to a laundromat. And I can wash them in the sink. They dry really quickly, and it's nice on a trip that either if you want to freshen up after a 7-8 hour flight and change your underwear in the bathroom, or God forbid your flight is canceled or delayed and you're going on 12-14 hours, been there, it's kind of nice to be able to have something fresh to put on. So I always say put a pair in your carry-on or your handbag, whatever you're bringing on the actual flight with you. But it's kind of nice to have all of your, regular bras that are not working out with your underwear and all of that kind of in a separate packing cube. Let's talk shoes. I always want to talk shoes. So I am a big proponent of a white sneaker, mostly white. These happen to be red, white, and blue. Got them when my mom was down visiting because we always have to go shoe shopping. And I didn't even think about it when I was pulling the outfits, but I knew I was going to wear either my Stan Smiths or these. They're so comfortable. I know I can walk in them for miles and miles and miles and miles, even though this isn't really a walking trip, but I know they're super comfortable and they will look cute with a skirt, with a dress, or the jeans. So they are coming. I have a pair of slip-on kind of skippies, super comfortable. And then I have a neutral color pair of sandals, which I have walked miles and miles and miles in, and they take up no room in the suitcase. So another little trick is have a good pair of sunglasses with you, but also have a crappy pair. I never put my good sunglasses on the top of my head because I never want to stretch them out, but these were forgotten by a customer like 10 years ago in my store. And I'm like, you know what? I'll wear these as a headband. So when the hair is a little less than perfect, it's a little humid, it's a little weird on a trip, and you still want to feel a little bit pulled together, you don't have to bring a ton of headbands or something with you. So this is kind of my little hack. I always have kind of a crappy pair of sunglasses. There you go. Then for jewelry, I will wear a watch, and I might bring, you know, the other tone. So if I wear a silver tone, I might pack a gold tone. I have a little kind of jewelry carry. This came from Pottery Barn a million years ago. You can put your necklaces here. I'll bring some kind of fun jewelry with me and travel diamonds. I'll bring a travel wedding set, and then I will also bring travel earrings, because I like to feel put together. But at the end of the day, if God forbid my luggage was lost, I don't have to have this with me. It's not the crown jewels. This is my good watch. So if this goes, I will wear it. But just, you know, have a little place to put some jewelry. And then I also have a couple necklaces that I've gotten from Amazon over the years that I either will bring my, this is another way to travel with your jewelry, also from Pottery Barn. Has to be 15 years ago, maybe 12 if it's that new. But anyway, these are great to kind of keep you organized. You don't get tangled, and they fit super skinny in your suitcase. So I like to have the jewelry with me because I like to feel put together and accessorized, but I'm not bringing like the necklace my grandparents gave me when I was little. We're not packing those. Also, this will get pared down when it's closer to the trip, but when you're traveling internationally, make sure you have your electricity adapter, and obviously all your travel goodies are in here. And then last but not least, I have the cute crossbody bag, which we discussed. Gushing about this bag. So it may not be the most beautiful bag in the world, but again, somebody has to be in charge of the passports and your ID, and having peace of mind that the bag not only locks, but it's also slash proof. So I think I was saying before the power went out to make sure you put your passports and your ID in a pocket that you don't have to go in and out of 100 times, because just put it in once and forget it. Now, using the luxury tour company, we are really blessed that we can ditch all of our bags on the bus. The driver never leaves our private bus. It's just my family. And when we go to, let's say, the Cliffs of Moher or something like that, we don't have to have our bags with us, and it's just secure on the bus. He never leaves, like I said, and we don't have to worry about kind of being in the crowds. But when we're off the bus and kind of rambling around a city, it is awfully nice. Yes, a pretty bag is nice to have with you, but kind of a really smart bag makes sense too. So, and I also have my phone charger in here, so I can charge it on the bus. They have USB ports, but if we're out and about taking a ton of pictures or something like that, it's nice to make sure you have a charger with you. So, and again, it's nice to wear it on your back and not always on your front. So again, peace of mind is end of that lecture. So invest in one. There you have it, our episode about packing, or how not to be an overpacker from a reformed overpacker. So I definitely do not plan my conversations. I like the Just Jamie podcast to be, it's just me being me, and it's an unscripted look at different topics that I think will be helpful or useful or interesting. But at the end of the day, there are a couple things that I do plan out. And packing for a trip, or the trip itself, is one of them. I've gone on last minute trips, and really what I do for a living as a consultant is one big unscripted ride. But when it's our money, my mom's money, our money, I do want to make sure that I kind of plan for all eventualities. You know, nothing formal is going to be happening on this trip, but I want to make sure I'm ready for a nicer dinner. I'm ready for a hot day. I'm ready for a rainy day. I want to be comfortable in my own skin, and I want to really look forward to wearing all of these items, and I don't want anything that's going to pinch and pull and not be comfortable. So I think kind of doing a little scouting of your own wardrobe makes sense. And if, let's say, you want to bring a white t-shirt and you didn't realize your white t-shirts are kind of more yellow, maybe in the next couple months look for a sale and maybe you stock up on some things. So I think by doing a little bit of advanced scouting of your wardrobe, shoes, all of that good stuff, undies, it can really help you just enjoy your trip a little bit more. Because let's be honest, if you don't feel comfortable in everything that you brought, it's going to probably affect your trip. So hopefully this episode was helpful, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. It just helps. So I appreciate it. And we've got a couple great episodes coming up with another wonderful interview, and another episode about travel. So I'm pretty excited. And thanks again. I'll see you next time.